All right, welcome back everyone. This is going to be a quick video. Let me show you real quick. So this is on the ladder rack we put on some time ago on that video. If you ain't seen it, go back and check it out. But anyways, sometimes I have to strap things close to the edge here, and I kind of can hook at the top here, and really the only place I have is here, and it's kind of a pain. These really don't do much, so I'm going to cut these off, and then I'm going to make like some half moon type things with some holes in them, kind of like this top bracket up here, if you can see. Yeah, and I'm going to do it on all four corners. We'll cut all these off and then make those. So we're going to go over here to the computer and get into Fusion, and I'm kind of going to hopefully go through that pretty quick on there for you guys. That way you guys can see how I do it on there. All right, let's go over there. Okay, we're going to start with a screen record here. See how this works out. So I start with that plane, my top plane there, and then I'll create a sketch. Whoops, yep, right there on the top plane. And I measured the circle is going to be, or the half moon is going to be 5 inches tall by 2.5 width, which is the half of this circle. So what I do is, then I'll come in here and extract this. I'm going to use 1/4 inch. So we'll go 1/4, and then we'll make another drawing. This is just the way I do this. I'm sure there's 1,000 different ways. So I'll go right in the middle of that and over this way. And then I'm going to extract, I'm going to extract that down to cut half of the circle off. Whoops, I keep on, and then it's gone. Okay, now what we'll do is another sketch. We'll make our circles in here. So this one's going to be 1.25 inches. These other ones will be 3/4, and one more. Let's see where I'm at here. Does that look right? I can move it, I think. That one may have to go down a little bit. Yeah, right there. Okay, so then we'll take these. Why is it not letting me? Are they on the bottom? There's one. I don't know why it did that. Anyways, they went to the bottom. I did something weird. Okay, so now basically we're ready. I can take this to the table over there and cut it out, which is exactly what we're gonna do. I'm gonna save it, because I'm over at my, my editing computer right now. I'm gonna save this, go over to the computer where my crossfire is, and then we'll open it up, and then what I'll do there is I'll go in here, see this is design up here, we'll go into manufacture, and that's where I'll do all my settings at. There's a bunch of stuff on this, guys. I mean, it's gonna be, for me to start to explain that to you guys. If it's something you're wanting to see and get into, let me know, and I'll kind of show you how I do it, my ways of doing it. I think everybody's got a certain way, but there's a guy out there, I think his name is Lyle, Guy Lyle or something like that. He's got some excellent Fusion 360 videos, so look him up, and there's a ton of stuff on it. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna stop this, we'll go over there and I'll set you up when I'm getting ready to cut on the table. Okay. All right guys, I got the file ready. I've been playing with some settings, so I haven't cut one on here yet. Like I said, from the last video, we had to fix a lot of stuff on this, and I'm still playing with some stuff, so I'm still playing with some numbers, trying to get my heights and stuff correct. So let's see what it does. This is the first one right now. All right, looks pretty good. Let's pull it out and check it out real quick. Yeah, like I said, I changed some stuff, and yeah, that looks pretty good. I got a little more dross on the bottom than I would like, but that's an easy fix. It comes right off anyways, but I can probably slow that down a little bit, the speed of it, and that'll probably take care of that just a tiny bit. In fact, I might change that before we cut the next one, or the next, yeah. I'll cut one more, then I'll cut the last two after I find out if I straighten that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and change that setting, cut one more, and then I'll bring you guys back. All right, so totally forgot that I had the bigger tip in for the 1/2 inch stuff, because I slowed down the speed and I still had the same amount of dross on the bottom, and I was like, why ain't that changed at all? Everything else was great. I thought about it, I was like, oh, I still got that bigger tip in there. So I changed it out, and I also slowed it down 0.5 on the speed, and made a world of difference. So we got one more to cut here. We'll get that finished right now, and then we'll get over to the truck. Yeah, look, the things are just falling right out now. That's kind of what you want right there. You want your stuff to fall out. Most of the time, the only time it won't is if it cuts over a slat and it gets stuck to it. I had to turn that one 90 degrees. Yeah, you see that? It just comes right out. Let me cool that off a second. And then I'll show you how you pretty much want your dross. You want it to just kind of just come off easy. It's very little. See how much there's really nothing on there? I mean, it's wiping off with the paper towel. Usually I'll take like another one of the parts or a piece of metal and just kind of rub them together. You can see it just falling right off. The other one we had to really pound on it. This is just coming right off. That's what you want right there. Just light taps, get it right off, nice and clean. And I mean, you could even my 1/4, 3/16 and that stuff, it was cutting strange before. This is all cutting nice and straight now. Inside the circles are even straight. Before they was like slanted. So we did a lot of figuring out. If you want to watch that video, it's the part 2 of the vise build. And I kind of go over everything that was going on and the people that helped me out over at Langmeyer on the forums. And just the stuff I changed. I had to make a new mount on my torch here, re-level stuff. I mean, I had to check a lot of things because we was having some pretty dumb issues, you know. So, but we got all straightened out with the help of them and everybody putting their heads together, and worked out great. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff to the truck. I'm gonna cut off those little other tabs I was talking about, and then we'll. Oh yeah, look here. Check this out. So there's, I don't know if you can see it, but this is the one that had the big tip. You can see that now that I put the smaller tip in, how much cleaner the cut is. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's the smaller tip. There's the one with the bigger tip. Let me try to turn it where you can see. And you can kind of see it's still fine, but you could see the lines in it where it wasn't as clean as when you straighten out. So that stuff matters, you know. The one little tip size smaller and all the things you punch in these things to get, you know, to make them work, all that matters. So right down to the playing with the numbers. When you mess with your numbers and it doesn't change anything, it's like a race car. When you adjust on it, nothing's changing, something's wrong. Something's hanging up, something's not working right. There's a shock binding up, you know. When we raced, that's the kind of stuff that would, you know, you'd have to figure out what's going on. It's not changing anything. So that's kind of the deal I was having with this. We was making changes and nothing was changing it, you know. So we literally had to sit and figure out what's going on here, you know. So, but anyhow, I just wanted to show you that. I'm gonna get over there and I'll bring you guys back here shortly. Okay. Got all the tabs cut off, the old tabs, hooks, tabs, whatever they are. All right, I'm gonna go around now. I'm gonna clean up all this stuff, and then I'm gonna figure out, where did I put them at? Oh, over here. These are all ready. I just quickly went over them. I mean, it didn't take much at all, man, I'm telling you. That thing's cutting nice again. Maybe even better than it ever has, I don't know. So, after we clean this, I'm gonna figure out where I want these at, everywhere. We'll put them how we want them, and then I'll clean up the area. I'll get it ready, and then I'll bring you back after I'm grounded and ready to start welding this stuff on. It's going to be simple stuff, just taking this little grinder, you know what I mean? Kind of like that, getting rid of the old stuff. And then I'll figure out where I'm putting these at. I might have to get the little belt, my long belt sander for along the back there, because I ain't gonna be able to get this thing in there. And then, yeah, I'll bring you guys back. Now, on that side, the ladder hung, and I used to tie my bungee cord to that thing we just cut off. So I may end up cutting one more thing for the inside for my bungee strap. We'll see. I'm gonna put the ladder back on here in a few and see what it looks like. So give me a few. I'm gonna get that stuff that far, and I'll be back. All right, guys. The tab for that side where I said the ladder with the bungee cord thing, it's going to work fine for both things. So real quick, I'm not too concerned about this truck, even though I wish I did have something to put back here. Let me go try to get my weld blanket real quick and cover this back window up at least, because that's gonna spatter that up. So let me do all that real quick. Be right back. Okay, we're gonna do one area at a time. I got my blowgun ready just in case. These ain't got to be no special spots. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball them up here and hit them. Well, you can clean that powder and clean it and still not get it good. That's something with that gun. I'm only going to weld one side. I mean, for what that's going to hold, there's really no need for the back side. This thing, you can tighten this helmet all. There we go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get resituated. I'll bring you guys back when I'm hitting the last one. They're all going to be the same, so let me blow this real quick. All right, be back shortly. Yeah, so that was a ground problem. I had it too far away. So, just so you guys know, hopefully you can see this. I went ahead and did these on both sides back here, just because it doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and scuff these up a little bit, clean them up a little bit real quick, and then we're gonna get our powder coat in the can, spray paint.
You're so funny.
And touch these up. So give me a few. I was trying to think if, no, we already did that, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna scuff these up a little bit and I'll be back here shortly. All right, so I just kind of got a little bit of cardboard up here. Like I said, I just went around and hit it with a little bit of 180. Nothing fancy. This is my work truck. I just wanted to get these on here so I had some more tie down support, because it sucked the way it was. I'll take you around. Look, it's not a show truck, but they're on there. All right, let's start over here. They're on there good. That paint will flow out and look a little bit better, but like I said, I'm not concerned. I just wanted to get them things on there, get some paint on it where they won't rust. It turned out pretty good for a quick little project, you know, to get it right for what I needed it to do. And the last one, cool. All right, guys, like I said, just a quick little video on that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the subscribes again. Thank you for everything. The number 3 Vice build video, it should be ready here for this week. I don't know if I'll post this thing here in between or first or second or what, but either way, you'll be seeing them both. But I appreciate you guys a bunch. And like I said, if you want to see more on the Fusion thing and how to do all that stuff, let me know. Put it in the comments and I'll put together just a small video on, you know, how I do stuff. There's another channel called Clow42. James is his name, and he does all kind of great stuff with Fusion and all that. Really, really smart guy. I mean, he does some pretty cool stuff. Check out his channel. Yeah, but if you want to see something quickly from me, just let me know and I'll put you something together. Thank you so much, guys. Until the next one.